Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Straldi, and if you like videos all about goal setting and productivity, this channel will be your type of vibe. So please don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Straldi Sava. Our moms were right. Hate to say it, but our moms were right. The phone is the problem. There is a whole psychology behind our phones and the reasons why we become so addicted to it. And essentially what it is that we get this chemical in our brain called dopamine. And so every single time that you go to click on Instagram, or you go to click on TikTok, or you go to click on YouTube, like, you get this dopamine hit because you're instantly receiving a reward. The reward is being entertained, learning new things, or just whatever it is that you're seeking. Like, you will instantly receive what it is that you're seeking. Like, if you're wanting to look at somebody's profile and see their story, you can go ahead and click that. You click that button, you click on their story, and you get to see what's happening. Like, you get that instant reward. Whereas when we're goal setting and we let's say our goal is to have, I don't know, lose 15 pounds. Going to the gym one time, you're not going to lose 15 pounds. That happens gradually. So we don't get the same type of dopamine. And dopamine is kind of like this feel pleasure from viewing that person's Instagram videos, or stalking your ex's account. You get that dopamine hit. You get that pleasure of seeing, like, what are they doing? What are they getting? Obviously, afterwards, you're either going to cry about it or you're going to laugh about it. The point is that you get to have exactly what you're seeking. While when we're working on our goals, when you go to the gym, you don't get that same dopamine hit because you don't see the instant reward of your hard work of working out for 1 hour, right? So there's a whole psychology of why we've become so addicted to our phones, is because we get that instant access of pleasure, essentially. And it's short-term pleasure. It's not long-term. It's not, there's really no value behind going on social media and seeing this, like, and checking up on people or viewing funny stories. Like, there's nothing that's gonna change our lives because we view this. While in turn, if you're saving up for money for a house, or you're working to build a business, or you're going to the gym so you can have a better looking body, this is gonna have long-term effects, because essentially you're gaining a skill while you're obtaining that goal. Why is this a bad thing, right? Why is being able to access your Instagram, why is accessing all of this like this instant dopamine hit, why is this bad? You know, if it's giving me pleasure, well, it's bad because then it just takes away all of your attention away from the hard work of stuff. So let's say that you have a paper that's due in 2 weeks. And so you know that you have to do this, and you sit down on your desk and you sit there and you open up your laptop and you go on Word document, on Google Docs or whatever, and you sit there and you're like, I don't want to do this. Like, I just want to scroll on my phone and go on TikTok, or I want to scroll my phone and go on Instagram. You give into that feeling because there's no gratification. There's no instant gratification from going on your laptop, but there is instant gratification when you're going to scroll on TikTok. I laugh a lot when I'm on TikTok. My For You page is popping, but that doesn't mean it's gonna change my life. So when you're addicted to your phone, it creates this world of, I can procrastinate because there's something else that's gonna give me what I want. I don't need to do this 2 week. I don't need to do this paper. I don't need to go work out. I don't need to save money because I'm getting an instant gratification from something else, right? I think that's why we also love fast food, because it's fast. We don't have to wait for it. While if you go to a sit-down restaurant where, like, they're cooking steak and cooking vegetables, like, fresh, it takes a lot longer, but in turn the food tastes a lot more better than if it were to get cooked very fast in a very greasy environment. So there's a difference between quantity and quality, right? So we want to live a quality life, and what does that look like? It's being able to look at yourself and think, what is it that I want in my life? Is it consistently just living off of instant gratifications? Like, as soon as I get home from work, I'm just laying down and wasting my my time away just scrolling onto TikTok and onto Instagram and watching other people build businesses, other people build, buy a house, other people live out their dreams. Like, is that what you want? Is that your dream? Because if it is, that's okay. If your dream is just to work and come home and just scroll on TikTok for the rest of the day, that's totally fine. But if you're working towards a goal, then you got to look at yourself more internally and think, will this provide me with the life that I want in the future? Me scrolling onto TikTok, me scrolling onto YouTube, me scrolling onto Instagram, on these social media apps. Is this going to provide me with the life that I want? No. Then that means I need to stop procrastinating. I need to stop avoiding responsibility, because that's essentially what it is. Procrastination is just avoiding responsibility. So I do want to teach you guys how to become less addicted to our phones, because when I tell you guys, I was so addicted. I ran on emotional, just all on emotion. And as of lately, I've tried to switch that and think, what is this going to provide me? How I'm going to feel afterwards? If it's not going to make me feel good, then I'm not going to do it. If it's going to make me feel better, then I'm going to do it. Like, for example, when I film these videos, I feel amazing afterwards because I got it done and it's over with. But if I'm just scrolling on my TikTok and I just see everybody else kind of going further in life, I start to get very anxious with myself, because I'm like, crap, I should be doing this video. Crap, I should be doing this. Crap, I should be doing that. But then I procrastinate, and that's avoiding responsibility. So I want to stop avoiding responsibility, and I want to look things head on and think and face reality and think, if I want to have my life, I have to stop being this way, and I have to go towards the life that I do want, which is stop being addicted to whatever's online and start being addicted to me and my dream. Okay. So here are the ways that you can become less addicted to your phone. If you guys are enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe, and please don't forget to like, so I know to make more videos like this. Okay, so you gotta start slowly weaning off. It's kind of like a baby in a bottle, right? Because they love their bottles, but at some point you kind of start like weaning them off of the bottle and like transitioning them to a toddler cup. So that's kind of what we got to do for ourselves, right? We got to gentle parent ourselves. And so how do you start weaning off being addicted to your phone, wanting to reach for your phone every single time? So one thing I want you to start doing is I want you to kind of put yourself in a cycle and keep track of this cycle. So every single time that you want to reach for your phone, tell yourself, I'm gonna give myself a minute before I touch my phone. You're still gonna give in, but you're gonna give yourself a minute before you go and touch it. Like, you want to reach for it, you're like, okay, wait, I'm gonna give myself a minute before I go for it. So you know what you do in that minute? Go brush your teeth, go wash your hands. Your teeth are never gonna look more whiter in your entire life than that day that you are learning how to wean off, right? Because you want to reach for it, but we're slowly starting to wean off, because the minute that you give yourself what you want, you're done. It's over. Like, the reward is already there. But if you slowly take away that instant gratification and you kind of delay the gratification, that's when you're going to start thinking to yourself, like, oh man, like, I reach for my phone a lot, right? So give yourself a minute to, before the thought comes in, and before you even touch your phone, go brush your teeth. Go brush your teeth for a minute, or go wash your hands for a minute, right? Sing happy birthday twice. And then afterwards, give yourself 20 minutes to be on your phone and do whatever it is that you want to be on there. Give yourself 20 minutes and then get off and go do something else. Go do something productive. Go clean your room. Go whatever. Detail your car. I don't care. Go do something else. And then keep track how many times you fall yourself into that cycle, and see how much those 20 minutes rack up. Those 20 minutes are a lot that rack up. Because you may think to yourself, like, I don't have any time in the day, I don't have the energy. But if you're kind of like stuck in that cycle of reaching for your phone 20 minutes off, leaning for your phone 20 minutes and then off, like, you start seeing that, dang, those 20 minutes kind of rack up. And that's kind of what's taking a lot of my time away, is the fact that I keep reaching for my phone and I get stuck in the loop of scrolling, of the 20 minutes of scrolling. So in order to beat procrastination, you have to beat the instant gratification of wanting to scroll and becoming addicted to your phone, of wanting to scroll. So slowly start weaning off. Give yourself a minute before you even touch your phone. If you want to touch it, give yourself a minute before you do, and go do that. And then And then the next day, increase the time. Give it 2 minutes, and then 3 minutes, and then 4 minutes, and then 5 minutes. And then next thing you know, you're not going to want to touch your phone anymore. You're not going to want to seek that pleasure anymore because you're delaying that gratification. And so if you have a plan and you have a goal and you want to get somewhere, but you just cannot for the life of you just get things done, this is how you get things done. Slowly start weaning yourself off of procrastination. Because if you're a chronic procrastinator, if you're very lazy, it's going to be so hard for you to transition from being an extreme procrastinator to an extreme like doer, basically, a goal-getter. It's going to be very hard to transition from the two. It could be very easy for some people who are very good at mental toughness, but if you're not, you got to gentle parent yourself by doing that. Just gently weaning yourself off of these things and then going and doing something else. Going and, like I said, washing your hands. Go and brush your teeth. And slowly start weaning off of that instant gratification and start delaying it a little bit. And practice delay gratification. Because when you're working on your goals, you're not going to get it instantly. It's going to take a really long time and a lot of hard work to get to where you want. Another thing too, number 2 thing is to practice non-stimulating or practice stimulating your brain with non-phone activities. So things like going for a walk, hiking, going for a run, playing with your kids at the park, playing with your dog, going visiting your parents. Like, go do activities that don't involve your phone. For me, I mean, I want to be a full-time content creator, so I'm kind of just like filming with a camera. There's no really social media apps on my camera. And then when I'm editing my software on my laptop, there's no really much social media I'm editing. So to me, this is non-phone activities. Me sitting down, me scripting my videos. I'm not even touching my phone. I'm literally using my own thoughts to script these videos. That's what I mean by doing non-phone activities, because if you're trying to get off of your phone, the worst thing you could do is come up with an activity that involves your phone. So there's outdoor activities that you can do, and there's also indoor activities that you can do, which is journaling, meditating, learning a new language, knitting, playing with your kids inside of the house. Like, it doesn't matter. There's so many non-phone activities that we can kind of replace that feeling of wanting to be on the phone with something else. So learning a new recipe, cooking, just something that doesn't involve with your phone. Like, I get it, like, if you're gonna learn a new recipe, it's because you're gonna learn it off of TikTok, and I get that, but not relying on that, not relying on the phone to kind of just keep you busy, not relying on the phone to kind of keep you entertained all day, because you want to exercise your brain. You want to stimulate your brain with different activities that don't involve it, because then you're just going to keep falling back into that phone, falling back into that cycle. And it's going to be so hard when you want something so badly that you can't get it, because you're so addicted to your phone that you'd much rather go on your phone and go scroll on TikTok instead of getting your paper done, for example, instead of going and getting it done and getting it over with. Because again, procrastination is just avoiding responsibility. So when you look at things in the face and be like, I'm just gonna get this done, and that's such a hard mindset to just get over that, because I used to be a big procrastinator. I was very inconsistent with my life, but now that I've changed that mindset of I'm just gonna give myself what I want to I'm just gonna get it over with, has been the biggest change I've ever seen in myself. And it's the best feeling when you get to have control over yourself a little bit more, because again, like, I don't want to reach for my phone as much anymore. I want to enjoy life, not enjoy someone else enjoying their life. I want to enjoy my own, and I want to have my own I want to be able to grow old at 80 years old and think like, wow, I've lived such a lavish life, I've done all these things. Instead, what am I going to do? Be 80 years old and look at my life and be like, dang, I wasted all my time scrolling on TikTok? Como que no, ¿verdad? If you guys are enjoying this video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm at Jaldi. Let's get on with the last tip. So seek the ultimate reward. What is the point of you wanting to stop procrastinating? What is it? If you are okay with going to your 9 to 5 and then coming home and just relaxing for the rest of the day, then great, you're doing exactly what you want. But to me, that sounds like my personal hell. I don't like going to work and then coming home and just relaxing and having nothing for myself. What I want and what sounds like heaven to me is going to events during the week, being able to have a business for myself that's behind my name, being able to make as much money as I could ever possibly make in my entire life. That sounds like heaven to me. And having financial freedom sounds like absolute heaven to me. Having to own my own home sounds like absolute heaven to me. Not being in debt sounds like absolute heaven to me. What is your heaven look like? Because my hell is the life that I'm living right now. Well, the life that I was living, where I would go to work, come home, and do nothing for the rest of my life. I mean, do nothing for the rest of the day, and kind of rinse and repeat. The weekends were for visiting parents or relaxing or shopping or whatever. But it's like I would go onto Instagram, and then I would see these girls going to influencer events and getting flown by brands and building their businesses and being able to buy things that I could never even imagine myself ever buying. I'm like, that sounds like heaven to me. Like, I want that. Like, I know everyone's not happy, right? No one's like truly fulfilled happy. I know everybody has their issues, but I'm like, I want that for myself. And if I want that for myself, I gotta stop avoiding responsibility, stop being inconsistent with myself, and freaking do the thing. I need to get off of my phone and just do these things. And so what sounds like your personal hell? Is it the same thing as me, where you just go to work, come home, and then die? Like, no, that's well, okay. You go to work, you come home, and you do that for the next 40 years of your life, and then you die. No, I want to go on trips. I want to, again, have my own home. I want to be able to give my kids each of their own rooms and decorate it how they want to, decorate my house like I want to. I want to live in a really nice area. I don't want to rent forever. Like, what is it that you want? What is it that you're looking for? What is the reason that you want to get off your ass and get off of your phone? That's a little one here. What is the reason why you want to stop procrastinating? And you got to remind yourself of that every single day, and stop avoiding responsibility. Slowly start weaning off and seek the ultimate reward, because that would be your purpose as to why you're doing all of this, why you're doing any of this, why you're putting yourself in such a tough mental game of wanting to wean off of your phone. Seek the ultimate reward, which is having your heaven on earth. That is the only reason why I keep going. Being able to create the life that I want is literally the only reason why I get off of my phone. Oh my god, at least. Okay, at this point I'm gonna have to stop the video. If you guys enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Also click the notification bell so you do know when I do upload, and follow me on all my social media. I'm @Silva. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you guys later. Bye.